What is up, Raffleaters? Welcome back to my channel. So guys, we are back in this neck of the woods. Yeah, we're back on Heroes Highway. I'm calling this video the lawlessness of development in Guyana. Now that is Heroes Highway looking south. Right, that's Heroes Highway looking south. When we're heading in that direction, it's about 6:30 on a Sunday morning. That's Heroes Highway looking north towards Georgetown. The road is clear because it's Sunday morning in Guyana. Sunday morning. But what we want to talk about is this building. Now, this is a new warehouse building. It's located here on Heroes Highway, next door to Guyana, and south of that's the new headquarters for Guyana Housing Authority, and behind it the new headquarters for the Guyana Water Authority Inc. And of course, in the distance, that is, you can barely see it, but that is the 4 Points Hotel by Sheraton. Why am I calling this the lawlessness of development in Guyana? Because the last time we were in this neck of the woods, when we were looking at the way this warehouse was being constructed, there was a group of trucks, cement trucks, pouring cement onto what appeared to be a large bridge between this property and the highway. And people asked in the comments, why are they allowed to cover up this drain and build a connection to this major highway? It turns out that they did not have permission to do this. They just, of their own decision, decided to pour concrete and rebar over this portion of the shoulder of the road. And we saw the trucks. You can go back and take that video. I think it was like last week Saturday or last week, about 7 days ago. And this is what we have now. The Ministry of Public Works responded and caused them to demolish all that they had poured. That is still rebar here from, right, there's still rebar in the ground from where they had poured concrete. And what they have now is reduced what was a wide channel into this narrow drain. So now there is a narrow drain along this shoulder of the road, and that's the construction site for this warehouse. But the issue that I'm raising here is that a lot of construction in Guyana, including government construction, does not follow some building codes, right? There are no fixed building plans that are being followed. So everybody's doing their own thing. This person who is constructing this warehouse, first of all, I actually explained why I think I'm disappointed by all these warehouses going up in this neck of the woods. But not only is this guy gotten permission to build a warehouse here, or maybe he did, I don't know, took it upon himself to defy the precedent, that is the existing system. If you go all along Heroes Highway, the shoulder of the road has a certain width that is preserved, and no construction is allowed to back up onto the road. These guys didn't ask any questions, didn't check for any building codes, just decided to pave over the shoulder of the road, a wide connection to their property. And we were here last week, might have been last week Sunday, go check the archives for that video. We were here when they were pouring this concrete. There were trucks, and I told you, or you could see that they were Chinese cement trucks and Chinese owners, drivers, pouring concrete here. So the question is, are these guys doing it because they're not familiar with the local laws, or they don't care about the local laws, or they're just doing it because they can, and they're gonna, like the tech industry tells you, ask forgiveness later. Just do what you want and then ask for forgiveness later. It's easier to ask forgiveness than to ask for permission. We went down this road the last time we were here. That is the road to Maktoum. But here, this is the new, that's the new warehouse in Warehouse Central. And of course, in the distance, there's that warehouse that was built about a year ago now. There's that warehouse. That one is Blue Water Warehouse. There is this warehouse. This one is new. It's completed like about a month ago. Probably still working on the parking lot. Last time I was there, they hadn't actually completed the entrance of the warehouse. But that's the point, guys. That's the point I'm making here. What I'm disappointed with is that this is a prime area. This land is prime real estate. It's very close to the city. It's along a major highway now, a major highway. Oh, somebody seems to have added some new fresh paint to the median here. Yes, it's along a major highway. This property, this land, and they decided to make this land Warehouse Central. See, they put in the parking lot. There's the parking lot. And that warehouse. On the other side, that's the east side. And now the warehouse is being built. So you're going to be running down a gauntlet of warehouses once this place has been built out. Instead of what I expected, and why I'm disappointed, I expected there to be nice upscale residential communities, you know, housing developments, housing divisions that are planned out with schools and police stations, health centers, the way we did in the past. A planned housing development, maybe some gated high-rise and mid-rise communities, maybe some hotels. The warehouses, so in the distance there's another warehouse in the distance. That's east. Dozens of warehouses going up. There is west of the highway here. Dozens of new warehouses going up. This building in the foreground, that's this building. That's the new Houston commercial complex. And then there's that warehouse. We saw that one being built from scratch. So what I expected is that this is prime land, like all the land that's now being opened up along the new bypass highways. But this land would be carefully planned. We would have medical parks and theme parks and recreational parks and housing developments and housing divisions, and maybe a government office park and so on. But these warehouses don't need to be here. These warehouses could in fact be further in the interior, away from prime real estate. And that's what's disappointing. So I'm calling this a lawlessness of development, because nobody's really seeking to build in accordance with some set standards. Everybody's just doing their own thing. And the result is a haphazard mess that the government has to now return. And in this case, the Ministry of Public Works calls them. That's a building that is now run afoul of the regulations. The government had to return and cause them to demolish the construction that they actually put down against Heroes Highway. Now where we're headed right now is towards the new roundabout at the entrance to the bridge, the new Demerara River Bridge. Remember, there's a 2-mile access road connecting the Demerara Bridge to Heroes Highway. And I want to say what has happened to it since the last time we were here. I think about 2 weeks ago, showed you what was happening to it. So what I'm going to do now is go down to that location and show you what's happening with the entrance and access road to Heroes Highway to the Demerara River Bridge. But this is the lawlessness of development in Guyana. All of this, somebody's put up a huge gate. Somebody's put up a huge gate there, preventing access to this construction site. That, of course, is probably another set of warehouse buildings going up in that location. But that is what's happening. And of course, these are even more warehouse buildings, dozens and dozens of warehouse buildings. But that's what's happening in this neck of the woods, guys. I'm calling this one the lawlessness of development in Guyana. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe, share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening in the fastest growing economy in lawless Guyana. Later!